Hey, I hope I'm not upside down. Okay, I'm gonna just check and make sure I'm not upside down or sideways like I was last time. It's like on my phone, it looks fine. And then when I look at my laptop, it looks crazy. Crazy, crazy. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I'm not upside down. Okay, I'm not going to go back and share with everybody and all the things until afterwards because I don't want to go through that again. So we're talking about a list and making a list of either 100 things or however many things to do in 2019 feels good to you. So I like to break that down, especially if I'm going to try to make a long list and really look at the different areas like health, self-care, family, love and romance, fun and adventure, work, hobbies, travel, volunteer work, learning, spirituality. So, sorry, my kids are sending me texts and they're showing up. I should have turned off notifications. So that helps to kind of like look at all those areas, because when you look at 100, it's daunting. But the thing that really, makes a difference to me is to try to get in that place of alignment and put things on your list that are really soul aligned. And as I was saying in the one that was upside down, which I don't know if I'll delete, but I'm sure it's very hard for you guys to focus because I'm like sideways and upside down, is that you want a goal that's going to stretch you beyond your comfort zone. You want to do things that you feel like your soul wants you to do, not that you think you should do or other people think you should do. And so this is kind of where I want to give you a tip to look at like some of the big things that you list every single year. If you're like me and you're a crazy list maker and planner and you love to like play with this stuff, you make a list every single year, right? And there's something that you put on that list year after year that you don't do. And I've had this happen for me in different areas of life. So one that I wanted to share with you myself and how I got through that, and really the trick to getting through and doing that next level thing that you want to do is to like put some skin in the game, as it were. So yes, definitely you can support it in a magical way and in a mundane way. That's kind of how I like to approach everything. So for me, one thing that I kept putting on my list year after year was to travel internationally. And of course, I have 4 kids, so when they were small, it was kind of a dream. But then as they got older and I knew we could do it, I could do it with or without them, right? And I wanted to do both. It seemed like out of reach. I would put it on my list every year, but then it seemed very expensive. It seemed this, it seemed that. And the thing that really, really made a difference, I'm trying to remember what year that was, 2012, 2013, I decided, right? And that sounds like a little thing, but it's a big thing. I decided to, that we were going that year and that we were going to Italy. And so did I have the money for a family of 6 to go to Italy? Like extra? No, I did not. Did I have a way of like how we were going to make that happen? No, I did not. Did I, have any clue of how this was going to be different than every other year that I put it on my list? The thing that made it different was I decided. And so from that deciding point, then I took metaphysical action and physical action. So the metaphysical action I took was to like writing about the trip and the things that we were going to see and the experiences that we were going to have as if they've already happened. That could be like your scripting from the last thing, like that would be a peak experience, right? And then the physical action that I took was, I decided that we were going to go. And so I started looking like, how much are the plane tickets? When could we go? And it just so happened that after I decided, a homeschool group that we were a part of decided to do a trip to Italy. And it just kind of all fell into place. But part of it was I had to commit and say, okay, here we are putting down the down payment. And for me, like, it seemed a big stretch. Like, this might be something really little for you, or it might be like a big stretch or like way out there for you. But whatever your goal is, you know, for us, it was to go on this, for us, I don't know if it was for the rest of the family, for me, it was to go on this trip and to start having these trips. And like the first one was so scary, and so like, are we gonna have the money to pay all this, and so, you know, that year we went to Italy and Mexico as a family. And since then, like now, international travel with and without my family has just been, it just became a normal part of life. I've gone to Greece, I've gone to Brazil, France, and I'm going to Tahiti, yay, in a few weeks. So the thing was, I decided that was going to be a part of my life, and I took the metaphysical action of doing different things, you know, putting it on my vision board, scripting it out. Even think I made a sigil for it. Sometimes I forget about my sigils. My daughter and I just did a sigil alchemy class. So if you're interested in learning about that, it's in the Daily Alchemy Premium Members Lab. And I have a freebie for you guys, so you could always check that out. I'll let you know that about that here in just a second. But that was like the thing, like it seemed so far away and hard, and now it's just a normal part of life. So for you, if there's something that you've been putting on your list every single year for a few years or more, and you haven't done it, the thing that you have to do is just decide. And all those fear-based questions that come up and tell you that you can't do this thing that you're putting on your list, just say thank you very much, but we've decided, I've decided this is what I'm going to do this year. So, and then take that metaphysical action and that physical action, like actually book the trip or put down a down payment, or, you know, at least start planning it out and seeing, you know, because sometimes we get this idea in our mind, like it's going to cost a whole lot more to do something, or it's going to take a whole lot more than it really is when you actually research it. A friend of mine was saying she wanted a private chef, and she thought she had to be like a millionaire to afford to have a private chef come in and fix up meals for her a couple times a week. And then she realized, she went and she looked it up, and she's like, oh my gosh, I can afford it now. So sometimes we just like have these stories in our mind about what we can and can't do. So when you're making your list, put everything on it that feels aligned for you, whether or not you think you can afford it or you know how to go about it. Really tune into that soul alignment with the list of things that you want to do this year, and at least take 2 or 3, especially the ones that feel really scary and out there. Like you may just put a list like, we love to go camping every year, we love to do this every year, and you know that you're going to do it, but you still want to put it on your list. That's fine. But take something that you put on the list that's scary and out there and a little bit different, and really dive in and take that physical action and that metaphysical action to decide that it's going to happen this year. Yeah, there was something else I wanted to tell you. My brain just fuzzed out for a minute. So take those steps to make your list, and then we will come back with the last 2 steps. I will come back at 11 with the 4th step and 12 with the 5th step. And I just briefly wanted to tell you that there is a special that is posted in the event. So anybody who attends this event, if you leave a comment on any of the 5 videos, you'll be put in a drawing to win a 1-month membership to the Daily Alchemy Premium Members Lab. And if you want to check out that lab and see what it's like, I'll put a link in there, but it's dapmlab.com is where it's located at, and there are like tons and tons of classes. And another way that you can check it out is everybody that comes will be given a link to do a 3-day trial. So if you want to do a 3-day trial, you'll get that link, and you can go in there and take any of the classes and do any of the content. There's a free, not a free, but there is a sigil alchemy class in the lab. There are classes on prayer and journaling and scripting, so if you want to go deeper into that. There are Reiki classes. There's over 15 classes, so that's going to be there. That link is there, and I'm going to probably put it in all the videos just to make it really easy for people to find. Also, if you purchase one of the planners, this today by midnight Eastern Standard Time, you will get a free copy of this book. And if you want me to sign it, just leave a note or send me a message on Messenger and I will sign it. There's an earring in it. That's weird. So anyway, those are you don't need a coupon code or anything. I will just give that to everybody who purchases one today. And yeah, go make your list and make sure that you anchor in and do at least with 2 or 3 of those. Make it a commitment to take that mundane action, physical action, and metaphysical action to bring them to life. And it all starts with just deciding that you're going to do it and following through, because you don't want to put it again on your list for 2020, right? You're going to do it in 2019. Yeah. All right, I will see you on the next video at 11.